Oh shit. Yeah. All right, shit.
Yo, 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 yo! What up, man? Welcome to Mezzo Forte Sportz. That's right, Bar Talk with the super fans. We are chilling out with the crew. What do we have for today's edition? As always, we got our fearless host, Danny BMD, in the studio. What up, dog?
Uh,
And of course, we got me, the amateur hype man, super fan art. We're gonna be talking a lot of sports, and we doing it South Texas style.
yeah.
Further ado, take it away, fearless host Dan the Man.
Yo, yo, yo. What up, everyone? Welcome to Mezzo Forte Sportz, coming to you live from San Antonio, Texas, to your ears, providing some sports time for your free time. What up? This is your host, Danny BMD, here with Superfan Art. How's everyone doing, and how did your team do this week and this weekend? And there's a lot of things that are gonna happen this weekend, and it's gonna get pretty exciting. I don't know. I know that obviously we have a UTSA. Sorry, guys.
Woo! Runners!
UTSA finally, getting some love, a little bit of love, not a lot. They honestly aren't getting a lot of love from the national news, which of course, they're never going to. But that's okay. No, because we can give them a lot of love right now. So, round of applause, everyone. Round of applause. Really good season. We're actually gonna go see them this weekend. Yeah, I know.
What you talking about, Danny?
Yeah, so we're actually gonna be, just so you guys know, we are gonna do like a small little college day type of segment. We are gonna actually do some live tailgating, just like at the stadium. It's not gonna be long. It's probably gonna be like 10-15 minutes. We'll post a live video so you guys can kind of check it out or whatever. But we'll see if we can get some interviews or something. I don't know. See if we can get the people there.
Nice.
I actually do want to, believe it or not, I want to get a little Bluetooth mic so I can connect it to my phone, but like actually interview people, because I have a really good camera, but something kind of cool in the future.
Not bad. See
But
if you got it, then maybe we'll use it. Who knows?
yeah, so you gotta check it out. Definitely, again, UTSA does play football. Does play at 2:30 at the Alamo Dome. If you are in San Antonio, make sure you do pack the dome.
Who are they playing? Oh, who said that? Greg said that. They're playing University of Alabama, Birmingham. The Blazers. I don't know. There's some kind of dragon.
Yeah,
But
something like
they're,
that.
They're 5-1 in Conference USA, so they're no pushovers.
Yeah, so
Oh no!
yeah, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully, UTSA does pull the win, um, and we'll have a good time. It's gonna be awesome. So obviously, besides UTSA football, we do have just college football in general, pro football. We do have basketball. We are gonna do some diamond talk, but the diamond talk we're gonna do towards the end, because we are gonna do a couple awards. So we'll have set that up or whatever. But other than that, I guess we'll start with what, just college football, since we're already there.
Well, first, I want to say,
Oh yeah,
what's up,
how's it
man?
going? First of all, my bad.
That's right. You're getting a little ahead of yourself, but that's okay. I enjoy that enthusiasm. No, it's great to be here on this Thursday evening, back with you all on the show. Uh, just I want to give a shout out to cheers to all of our fans and viewers out there, and whatever platform you're viewing us on. Shout us a like, subscribe. If you want to comment, maybe we're trying to be good answering comments live on the air. And if you're gonna hate on us, at least keep it clean. But no, it's lovely. I love the fall weather. It's changing for more cooler days here in
No lie.
the South Texas, which leads to some good beer drinking weather. Got to switch up to them darker beers, them boxed and dark ambers. Uh, but no, like you said, it's going to be a great weekend. I'm planning on heading up to SA so we could do that tailgate and watch the runners in that Saturday afternoon game. My Longhorns, they're on a different path
Uh,
right now. They
yeah.
actually need to win both of their final two games to even
Are
be
they
bowl
here?
eligible.
Is it home?
I would like to say, based on my notes, that yada 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 yada. Nope, it is on the road in Morgantown, over there in West Virginia, versus the Mountaineers, who are also kind of slumping this season as well. So it's really a toss-up. Could be anybody's game. And I think what's the
Oh
kickers,
wow,
I
yeah.
think whoever, it doesn't matter who wins.
It's
If
whoever
like
has a better kicker, essentially.
no, like if Kansas Jayhawks, the assholes who beat us last week, if they could win one more game, then really like doesn't matter who wins this one because they'll have, I guess, a better record. I'm not sure how it works. I'll explain it a little more when I get to that segment. And for those of you who are not watching the Patriots Falcons game, it's currently on air right now, maybe you're tuning into the Spurs as they're currently in action with the Timberwolves. It's a bit of a tight game heading out into the, I guess, almost midway through the fourth. So we need a bit of a rally to try to get that W. But no, great. We got a lot of sports to talk about. You, Danny, you wanted to. How have you been, man? I know I caught you with some food in your mouth. How you been?
Yeah, I was like eating a chip.
Cool.
Um, no, been good. Like I said, just watching the rest of the sports, just keeping up with all the NBA, and I know like the NFL's making some moves right now. Where now, we're kind of seeing a little bit of a picture. It's a longer season. One extra game does matter, like it does, right? And I
Yeah.
think that just like kind of now we're really starting to see the league starting to shape up. Who's the strong guys? Who's the contenders? Who's the pretenders? Who are kind of there, not there, whatever. You got your Steelers last year, which they were like 9-1 or 10-2 or something like that, and then like they went to the playoffs and it was horrible. You have your Seahawks, which are easy in the playoffs, but this year not good. The Chiefs, dude, what's up, dude? Like they barely went above 500, like not that many weeks ago. You know what I mean? So this year, I think in the NFL more than like any other, sport really does matter in regards to, injury and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think it's pretty excited how like the NFL is shaping up, and it's exciting just to kind of see how now, dude, every game matters. Because like every team can make it, and I don't know. I think it's pretty exciting. And obviously all the college games and stuff like that. I don't know. It's gonna be. I'm super excited. Super excited.
Nice.
I
Well,
just
yeah.
want, I'm super excited. I'm just really nervous, dude, for UT. Like I just am. It's like one of those natural nervousness where like, nah, I'm good, but I'm not gonna be good.
No, yeah, yeah. Essentially, a West Virginia win or Kansas win, uh, pretty much seals the rest of our fate. No
Yeah.
postseason for hasn't happened in years. Uh, but other than that, we'll get by, man. Don't worry about it. I'll still cheer him on. Um, as somebody asked me earlier today, because when I have a face mask on, it's like a Cowboys fabric, so it's like a Cowboys themed face mask. And someone's like, "Sir, like, are you a Cowboys fan?" It's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Are you the team, or is that your team?" I was like, "No, not really." And I told him I support all Texas-based teams. He's like, "Well, you're a bandwagoner." No, I'm just supportive of all the teams. Losing record or not, if they're based out of the state of Texas, I'll root for them. Unless it's A&M or Texas Tech, I have some reservations there. But for the most, like the Texans, I wish they had a better season in football. Same as the Texas Rangers with baseball. I hope for the best.
Yeah.
They represent our state. I'll root for them. So technically, I'm not a bandwagoner if I root for them in their losing seasons, right?
Well, I mean, I think that as long as you root for them and you continue rooting for them until like good and the good and the bad.
Exactly. That's not a
Cause
bandwagoner.
yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I don't really like for me. I try to stick with one team per sport, and just kind of have like secondary teams I kind of like. For the NFL, I don't really have a favorite team. I still like the Patriots just because of Tom Brady. I'm not gonna lie, but not
Right.
like them where like, oh, it would hurt my heart if they would lose. No, I was never really a football fan like that, except for the Longhorns. Like literally, like my heart gets broken, dude. Like it hurts.
Yeah, man. I don't know how the tailgaters handle it over there, because they're a passionate tailgate or very passionate fan base. Period.
Yeah, I was gonna
And the
say.
tailgaters, man, like they'll have kids and stuff, like at the cooking out outdoors, and they're drinking, having a good time. These fans will cuss up a storm. They don't care like what kind of little kids are nearby. They're that passionate, and so they're hurting too, man. All of us Longhorn Nation are hurting. It's just we got to endure. That's all. But since we're kind of in the subject of college football, let's kind of roll with it. Uh, week 12. Damn, where's the time gone, right? We're almost in December, week 12 of college football. We're almost into the conference championships. Yeah, probably like in the next 3 weeks or so. So, what's on the slate for this weekend? Well, we actually have a few ranked opponent matches, possible upsets on the rise. If you happen to be watching college football on a Friday, which is not bad, there's a decent matchup. All those folks there in Houston, number 24 Houston Cougars, are going to be hosting
Cougars.
the Memphis Tigers. Um,
Nice.
so that's if you're in the Houston area, by all means, you can catch a game over there. And then 19 San Diego State Aztecs. They have a good football team apparently because they're number 19. They're gonna
Well, there you
face.
go.
They're gonna travel to UNLV. That's University of Northern Las Vegas. I want to say a team that our buddy Evan is a little bit familiar with in his
Ooh.
Vegas, his Vegas days. He kind of worked the stadium to set up stuff for them, so that was cool. But we got Texas at West Virginia, something that I was mentioning a bit earlier
Excuse
on.
me. Oh,
This
sorry.
You're excused. So, just some context into that West Virginia matchup. Some disappointing football seasons for both programs have come down to this: win twice or stay home. Both need two victories to at least make something out of their respective messes by becoming bowl eligible. One of the goals will end when they meet on Saturday. So Texas, they're currently 4-6 overall, 2-5 in Big 12 play, hasn't had a losing season or missed a bowl game since 2016. West Virginia, also 4-6, 2-5 Big 12, pretty much identical records actually. The Mountaineers have failed to go to a bowl game 3 times this century. Coach
Wow.
Neil Brown is trying to avoid that twice in his 3 seasons. Perhaps the worst part is a last place finish for one of them could come could come into play if the Kansas Jayhawks manage to win one more game of their own. I'm not sure who the Jayhawks play. So patience among fans has worn a bit thin over there in Austin and throughout West Virginia as well at Morgantown. So after starting their seasons 4-1 under first year coach Steve Sarkisian, Texas lost 5 straight. Its longest since dropping 8 in a row back in 1956. The latest loss was a damn near gut check. Uh, Lost at home 57-56 overtime setback versus the Kansas Jayhawks. West Virginia, on the other hand,
Wow.
is last in the Big 12 in rushing offense. Texas has allowed 203 yards on the ground per game. West Virginia's own running back, Letty Brown, has 3 100-yard efforts this season, and the Mountaineers have won all of those 3 games, respectively. Now that the kicker is Texas is going to be without their star running back, B. John Robinson, who dislocated his elbow last week and will miss the remainder of the season. Oh. Nah, that fucking sucks.
Oh.
That guy was like on track for like a good Heisman candidacy. I don't know if he could win it, but he was looking like a stud in the first half of the season.
Mm.
Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
So Robinson, he was third in the Big 12 with about 1,127 rushing yards,
Dang. Okay.
scored 15 touchdowns. Now the Longhorns are going to have to now lean on their other running back Johnson, who has proven to be tough tackle breaking rusher over his career, but has struggled with a bit of turf toe problems this season. Johnson, he's had 313 yards with 3 touchdowns, 50 attempts this season. The converted quarterback, now running back, has rushed for 120 yards at, oh, sorry, as referring to the other guy of West Virginia. I just didn't get his name. Some dude rushed 121 yards at West
Oh,
Virginia in
it's
2019.
oh, okay, okay. I was like, not Laddie Brown though.
No, no, no. So we know what the stakes are, man. It's win or yeah, your season's pretty much you're playing for pride. It's tough. I'll root for him. I'm gonna have my flag waved high. Uh, I mean, I'll be at the UTSA game, so I technically have to wear either orange or blue. So maybe I'll compromise with some burnt orange, and the Roadrunner fans won't think otherwise.
There we
Who
go.
who my allegiance is to.
Just wear like a blue hat or something. There you go. Boom. Got him. Oh, we're just wear the just grab the flag in the back and just wear it around you, bro. You're good.
Yes, that's
And it's like, yeah, UT, but you know, he still has the blue, you know.
right.
Yeah. All right.
So some of the key matchups around the league, I guess, in NCAA. You got number 7 Michigan State against number 4 Ohio State. Very big playoff implications of that one. Um, Pretty much Michigan State, they're ranked number 7. Ohio's number 4. Uh, Now the main focus for Michigan State's defense might be to kind of slow down Ohio State's ground game, which has gashed defenses in large stretch runs. Their next step may be to prevent some of the top passes without devoting too many resources to any of the one Buckeyes receivers. I think they got a Heisman hopeful deciding in there. Let me see, what's his name? Okay, Michigan State, Ohio State showdown essentially comes down to whether the Spartans can limit the opposition enough to allow their own offense, led by Heisman Trophy candidate Kenneth Walker III, to deliver. So
Damn.
I guess, yeah. Let's see. It's okay. Michigan State, Ohio State. I think that's an earlier game, so you might need to wake up a little early. So I guess before we head out to see the runners, we might be able to catch half or some of that game.
Get a glimpse of it.
Television. Yeah.
Or we can see it. We might be able to see it still downtown. But you said it's the game day, right?
I wouldn't bet against it.
Oh,
That
it
seems
is
to
at
be-
11. It is 11 our time.
Yeah, it's an early game. You got to wake up a little early. That seems to be the heaviest game of the day. I don't see other high-ranking matchups that can compare. I mean, number 13 Oklahoma. They're gonna host Iowa State Cyclones.
Wait. So real quick, how does the Big 12 look right now?
Let's see. Well, I think I could answer that a little bit if I give some context to another game that has implications for the Big 12 title race.
All right, let's go for it.
Those fans out there in Lubbock, Texas, you're going to be hosting the number 9 Oklahoma State Cowboys. So all of a sudden, the Cowboys of Oklahoma State have a big wide path to the Big 12 title sitting there just waiting for them. First up is Texas Tech team is coming off a 41-38 win over Iowa State under their interim coach, Sonny Cumbie, getting Tech maybe even bowl eligible despite firing their coach, Matt Wells, 3 weeks ago, and with the Raiders' third-string quarterback seeing his first extensive playing time. Now the Cowboys, the Oklahoma, they're coming off of their most complete game of the season in a 63-17 shellacking of TCU under Coach Mike Gundy. He seems to be comfortable where Oklahoma State is headed currently. Cowboys quarterback Spencer Sanders threw 3 interceptions against Baylor, but he had just 3 picks in the other 8 games of the season. He has steadily improved and has completed about 68% of his passes in the past 2 games against West Virginia and TCU, respectively. So ESPN's Football Power Index, they give the Cowboys about 78% chance of winning against Texas Tech. The Cowboys have a lot on the line, though. Uh, According to playoff predictors and such, the Cowboys have just 32% chance to make the playoffs, seventh highest among all teams. Oklahoma State uh, has 88% chance to make the playoff if the Cowboys win out. That march could start this week as a win combined with either an Oklahoma win over Iowa State or a Baylor loss at Kansas State could clinch a spot in the Big 12 championship game for Oklahoma State. So pretty much it's almost a foregone conclusion that both
Oh
Oklahomas
yeah,
might.
are gonna be in the Big 12.
Well, no, I mean, I think the
I,
final game of the season is that rivalry
I
of
think,
both Oklahoma teams.
dude. I think. Oh, imagine if Iowa State pulls it.
Uh, Baylor. I think in the totem pole that is the Big 12, it's OU, Oklahoma State, and Baylor
Yeah.
are the top 3 dogs.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
I think.
Ohio State right now is 4-7. Dude, Kansas State is I'm sorry. Well, this conference play. 4-3, 4-3.
Yeah.
Dang, Kansas State is 7-3. That's what's up.
The Wildcats, man, like they're kind of a dark horse.
Yeah.
I mean, they have up and down seasons, but no, definitely
That's what's
don't
up.
sleep on them.
Yeah,
But
no. I mean, Iowa State. Yeah. I mean, just like the Big 12 schedule. Hold on, let me just check the schedule real quick.
That's all right. I think it's almost a foregone conclusion that one of the two Oklahoma teams is going to definitely be in the Big 12 title race. Who they face is just up for grabs. I'm hoping it's Baylor. I mean, I don't want to root for Baylor,
Yeah.
but any team against Oklahoma, I'll root for that other team.
Oh,
Thank you,
wow.
buddy.
Oklahoma, Texas Tech can pull the. So it's all up to Iowa State, Kansas State, and Texas Tech to pull the upset to see who wins it, essentially.
Yeah, and it's not far fetched too. OU has been in close games of late. I think juggling between who the hell they want as their main QB, Spencer Rattler or that Williams guy. So they're looking shaky, man.
Dang, dude. That's crazy. Okay,
But
right here,
no,
sir. My bad. I'm just looking at and then let me just check the.
that's cool. While
Yeah.
you're
So
looking,
yeah.
I'm just gonna say Alabama. They're gonna play Arkansas. That's a decent game. That's number 2 Alabama and number 21 Arkansas. Maybe potential upset there. Number 3 Oregon Ducks. Gonna go to number 23 the Utah. Uh, that could potentially have some Pac-12 implications there. Let's see, Utah would. See if the Ducks lose to Utah this week, then there could be a rematch in the Pac-12 title game. I think that'd be in Pasadena, I believe. So a little bit more pressure on the Oregon Ducks to try to win it out and not get pushed out of that playoff picture. And you see, Baylor is playing Kansas State. Kansas State's not ranked. Baylor's number 11. But that could, affect Baylor's shot at the Big 12 title race. And any loss or wins are at a premium, and losses can kill you.
I was like, yeah, right now, especially dang Oklahoma. Oklahoma's playing Oklahoma State. Not this Saturday, but the next. Dude.
Their season closer is always that big rivalry game. Must watch, definitely.
That's gonna be a
I would
damn good game. Yeah. I
not
mean,
freaking hate to root for either of those teams. I wish they would tie, Danny. Can they tie in college football? No,
yes,
unfortunately they can't.
yes, yes. We're gonna change the rule right now so they can get a 0-0-1. They literally get like a welder guy to split the trophy. All right, guys.
Stupid. Aside from that game in the future, which would be a pretty damn important game actually, UTSA, they're one of the few unbeaten's left in the college world. They joined the other two big name schools, Georgia, who coincidentally they're number one. Guess who they're fucking playing? They're hosting Charleston Southern. How the hell did they get pushed all the way? That's like, where's the justice there? You should be playing somebody in your conference, like South Carolina or something, not Charleston Southern. Poor guys. Hopefully they get paid a lot and nobody gets hurt. Maybe they enforce like a mercy rule. And the other undefeated team, which actually would be a more sexier matchup than that Charleston Southern Georgia game, is the number Cincinnati Bearcats. They're number 5 in the country, still trying to gain some respect in the playoff picture. They're going to play against Southern Methodist University, SMU. So, folks out there in the Dallas area, you got to root on your I don't know, they're the Mavericks or the Broncos. That's some kind of a horse. But no, definitely could be an upset. That's going to be 3:30 in the afternoon while we're at the Runners game. So the most pressing question facing Cincinnati is not about its 10 wins or its number 5 college football playoff ranking. It's why, or oh, why are the Bearcats not piling up more style points? In 4 straight games in a row, the Bearcats have had to scratch and claw for wins against teams that are not even exactly top of their conference. With a matchup against SMU, they have the ability to change that narrative with a dominant win over one of the best teams in the conference. A win could get Cincinnati to 11-0 for the second time in their school's history. But whether a dominant win over another good team is enough to change the minds of the people on the college football playoff selection committee is another matter entirely. Cincinnati's coach Luke Fickell is well aware of the perceived lack of style points, but isn't exactly buying into all that criticism. SMU, I don't know what their current conference win-loss column is, but they're from the state of Texas. Then let's see that upset, and that way only Georgia and UTSA will remain the only unbeaten's. Knocking on wood.
Yeah. What if Georgia loses? Nah. I won't give Georgia a bad
Southern, Charleston Southern.
I don't know, bro.
The upset
Appalachian State happened. I mean, but it did happen at the very beginning of the year.
It's like that once in a century upset of epic proportions. Goliath is David versus Goliath times like 100.
Yeah, with a butter knife.
Like Georgia's backups can run the table on Charleston Southern.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right. So, long story short, there's a lot of games to watch, and it better be UTSA and the Longhorns.
Yeah.
Or the Baylor or SMU game. Fuck it. Even Texas Tech. Let's see some upsets. All right, but that'll wrap it up more or less for our impromptu college football segment. Week 12 is currently underway as of tomorrow.
Oh, dang, already?
Week 12, Memphis, Houston tomorrow. What up, dog? Go Cougars!
Boom. All right, so we're going to move on just right into pro. So obviously some NFL week 2 or week 11 review.
Whatever the college is, subtract 1 number out of that. So it is week 11.
Week 11.
You get off tonight with a slightly not a sexy matchup.
Yeah, all right.
You got Big Mac Jones and the Patriots going over to ATL, baby. Matty Ice and the Falcons. I got my tight end on the Falcons.
Dude,
the Patriots.
I was like,
I'm conflicted.
All right, guys. We're gonna move right into the next segment. Right into our NFL review. So in
Nice.
this case, we do have obviously week 17 is now the last week. So we have a lot of things happening in this case. Like we were talking about earlier, the NFL is starting to kind of shape up a little bit more, right? You have your Titans, which I think are a little bit of a surprise. They're still holding up, bro. They are, and
Even
in
even without Henry,
even
it's
without
impressive.
Henry, it is pretty impressive. Another kind of big surprise for me are the Cowboys. You know, it's always it's kind of like a running, not a running joke, but like a running thing where it's just like, oh, the Cowboys fans always think that it's their year or whatever, right? But this year, I kind of think they are. Well, at least not necessarily their year, but they're very, very close. Um, and Tom Brady, people are like, oh no, he's finally falling off the cliff. You guys need to calm down. It's just a couple games. People are hurt. Right now, this week 11, it's like kind of like, towards, it's like 2/3 of the season in. So people are hurt, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
Backups are starters right now. Um, and then, backups of backups are now also playing, it's just that part of the season. Some trades are going to be done, some movements and stuff like that. But I think, just kind of the standings themselves are really kind of really shaping up to where we can kind of gauge now teams. So, um, I guess like just kind of your overall aspect of just like the NFL in general right now.
No, I see what you're saying. Teams are currently still, uh, well, some teams already know uh, who they are per se in terms of their talent, their win loss column. I mean, sadly, the Lions still yet to get that W. Get a tie though. They pretty much already know this season's just playing for pride. Other teams like the Cowboys and the likes of the Rams and the Chiefs is still like trying to gain more and more momentum each and every week. The Rams, we thought they were like, oh crap, like this team is getting stacked. And Von Miller, Odin Beckham Jr. now in the mix. Well, they're going to have to take a few steps back to accommodate the new faces because those guys aren't used to playing that style of the play calls, as evident as their loss recently last week against the 49ers, which, by the way, 49ers look pretty legit. I don't know if it's because they were at home or maybe just because the Rams were too offbeat, having to slow things down for Beckham Jr. But yeah, teams are going to acquire new players, and those new players in turn require a little bit more acclimating. Um, I think something that's going to help, or things are definitely going to change. I think after Thanksgiving, we all know there's a few Thanksgiving games, including our Cowboys Raiders. I think once the holidays out of the way, yeah, things are going to like really buckle down with these teams and really like each week will be do or die. Leave it all on the field. Doesn't matter if you're playing like the Jets. You win and like you celebrate for 5 minutes and then bam, next mindset next week. Because losses can't be taken lightly anymore. We're coming down to the second half of the season, and things are gonna get wild, but in a good way. For us fans, it's great. You'll be more entertained. And damn, what kind of other crazy trades are we gonna see? Teams are gonna get desperate, man.
No
I,
lie. I mean,
I
I agree on that. Like, literally, dude, left Von Miller, Aaron Donald, and Jalen Ramsey. Like, god dang. Dude, they
yeah,
literally have two 99 guys. 99 Madden. Like, I know this is Madden, right? But
yeah,
still, like, dang.
an embarrassment of riches. How is that fair?
I don't know. I feel bad for Robert Woods, though. That was pretty bad, dude. I mean, I know they're like, oh, they can just fit OBJ in there. I don't know, man. I think I don't know. I just don't think it's they're gonna do. I think they are gonna go to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. I think they are capable of going to the Super Bowl. I think it might be them and the Cowboys. Not
The
in the Super.
Rams Cowboys
Not in
in
the
the
Super Bowl.
NFC matchup.
Yeah, the NFC matchup. I was saying, yeah, the ones. Cause I say that the Cowboy, like I told you last time, I
No.
think I think that the Cowboys can go to the Super Bowl, but I didn't say
Okay.
they'll win it.
No, no, no. Let's not jinx it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. One
Yeah,
game at a time. No,
yeah.
I agree with you. I
I
definitely
don't I
see.
don't know I don't know that I don't know if the Cowboys can win the Super Bowl. I think they're capable of getting there. I just don't know if they can win. Because dude, it's like no bull, like it's like intense, like every position or possession matters. Every position matters, including backups. Like it's just one of those things, where I mean, you saw like the Bucks. They kind of had like a little perfect year last year, like especially like the front four, dude. JPP, like, where the hell is this guy? Like where this guy's been? Like, dang, like they reemerged out of nowhere. But everyone was kind of like doing their position, so they were obviously they won the Super Bowl and stuff like that, right? I think the Cowboys have really good players in each position, and I think really really deep playoff push again. But the Rams, dude, is because the Rams just like in professional sports when it's like a game of inches, talent matters, dude. Like it just does, And at some point, like, like Ramsey's gonna be hard to throw at, Yeah, we have good Diggs, but it's like Ramsey's pretty like he's a lockdown corner. Diggs is more like ball hockey, where he can like, pick it or maybe like pat it down or whatever. Um, where Jalen Ramsey is more like he would just won't let you, get open at all. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be just a different. Do they play the Rams at all? How's the Cowboys? What's the rest of the Cowboys?
I'll check for a second.
Hold on, let
Give me
me.
a moment.
No, they don't. They play the Cardinals. Besides, like the Chiefs, they play the Cardinals.
Okay. Here's the lineup this week. Is the Chiefs.
Yeah,
Very sexy game.
that's gonna be really good game.
Short
Yeah,
turnaround.
seriously,
'Cause they
seriously.
play Thursday against the Raiders on Thursday. Very short rest.
Ooh, okay.
Followed by the Saints.
Oh, because it's the
It's a
Thanksgiving game.
Day.
Yeah.
So they got the Raiders, and then the week after is the Saints, Washington, New York, Washington again for some reason. Cardinals, that's a tough test. Back in December the 2nd. No, January 2nd, excuse me.
Yeah.
Cardinals Cowboys, pencil that in.
Yeah,
Big
that's
game.
good. That actually is gonna be a good game, especially if Murray's gonna be back, and I'm sure. I mean, I think he's gonna be out for like 3 or 4 weeks, so he should be back by then.
And then following that Cardinals game on the 2nd of January is the January 9th matchup, second matchup of the season against rival Eagles.
Oh, that's always a good game.
They've been turning it around ever since we beat them a few weeks prior.
Yeah, dude, they're
They're
4-6.
Eagles.
They're 4-6. That's not bad.
No, definitely our biggest threat out there in the NFC East.
Yeah, so they're seven. I mean, Cowboys 7-2, so they're sitting very pretty on there. The one that's kind of like dark horsey right now are playing right now. Dude, the Patriots, Wayne.
Yes, Big Mac
6-4, 6-4, tying with the Bills 6-3.
One of the better rookie QBs this season, man.
Bueno, dude,
playing like a vet.
Dude, they have the biggest win streak right now for the NFL, which is 4 wins.
Oh, in both conferences too.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no, wait. The Titans have 6 wins. Never mind. But still, 4 wins, impressive. Pretty good. Yeah.
For a
and
rookie QB.
the crazy thing is, like 4 out of those 6-4 wins are from away games.
Okay, on the road,
Yeah,
Road
on the
Warriors.
road. So, a good that's a more anything because obviously not necessarily the Patriots, but just like in general teams, in the playoffs. Obviously, everyone's trying to get a home field advantage or whatever. Not everyone can get it, but if you can, it really helps. But there's some teams, some players where like it doesn't matter. You have your Brady's, your Aaron Rodgers, and stuff like that. But then you have your other teams, sometimes like the Patriots, like Belichick, where you can like really kind of turn it on. So I don't know. It's gonna be pretty interesting, dude. For the AFC, I thought the Bills were gonna run with it, but dude, the Titans are 8-2, going down.
Yeah, that's definitely some. I mean, without Derrick Henry, the Titans haven't missed a step. If
I mean,
anything, they found ways to get around that lack of a run game.
look. Let's look at the rest of the schedule. Look, Texans, Titans, right? Titans,
Oh yeah,
Patriots. That's a coin
that's a
toss.
good. That'll be a good one. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
flip a
coin
coin
toss.
to
We
that one.
won't do that. Jaguars, Titans. Sorry, Seabass, but Titans. Titans, Steelers. Ooh.
Depends on the status of Big Ben.
I'll give it to the Titans just because we don't know what the status of Good Ben. So that's already 2 wins. That's already 3 wins. 49ers, Titans. I'm gonna give them
Ooh,
a loss.
49ers.
I'm gonna give them a
Yeah,
loss. I'm gonna give the win to the 49ers because they can
the way
pull,
they look,
dude. Yeah.
the way they look
Yeah, I was gonna
against the
say.
Rams. And it wasn't the player is
Yuck.
not yuck. I was pronouncing it wrong all these weeks.
What's it called? What is it? What's his name?
A yuck.
Oh, Uke.
I said a yuck, like goddamn goofy.
All right. Well, at
But
least we
no,
tried. We
definitely
tried.
49ers, man. Don't sleep on
Dude,
them in the
for
West.
real, dude. They're for real. That was random. That was random. Like them, like scoring like that. They scored, dude. They scored, and that got after the quarterback too. Like
Oh yeah.
they're a scary team. Wake up, Bart. Wake up, Bart. It's not even after dark yet. All right,
Sorry.
so
Yeah,
I'll
Coors
get
Light.
so I'll give them a L there. Dolphins, Titans, Titans.
Titans.
That's already what one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Titans, Texans,
No, man, just give them the
Titans.
damn trophy.
That's 13, dude. That's already 13 wins. That's a lot,
They
dude.
coast. They're gonna coast through the whole month of November, December.
So, because I think they have the second weakest um
Schedule or
schedule,
easy schedule.
easiest schedule. Whereas let's see the Bills.
The Bills have an intriguing matchup against the Colts.
Yeah,
And the
that
Colts
Colts
under
game.
Carson Wentz, they're putting up points.
Yeah, yeah. They're look right now. They have the Colts. They have the Saints, the Patriots. It's gonna be a damn good game.
Yeah, Patriots.
Bill Patriots, the Bucks. God dang.
Bills Bucks.
Yeah,
Ooh, that sold out already. I'm sure.
December 12th, dude. Everyone, all right, guys. Circle your calendar. December 12th at 3:25. Bills Bucks. That might be pre Super Bowl. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That might be Super Bowl.
Yeah, that could very well. The way
Yeah.
the Chiefs have been slumping, that could seem like a
I was like, that
reality.
could be Super Bowl. Yeah, that could be Super Bowl. So, Panthers, Bills, Patriots. I'll still coin toss. Falcons, Bills. Obviously, Bills. Jets, Bills. So it's like it's the Colts. It's a coin toss. Saints. I'm gonna give the Bills to that.
It's like you're looking through your mail and you're just like Bills,
1, 2, 3.
Bills, Bills, Bills. Forget it already. The Bills are good.
Let's see. So it's like I count at least 5 wins. So they're at least 11. Man, and then the other team I just want to go over real quick is the Chiefs, dude. Cause what if they don't even make the playoffs, bro?
Ah, I mean, it's not unlikely.
So
They've been winning and losing games very close.
they're 6-4, right?
Yeah.
So they have the Cowboys. That's gonna be a coin toss. They have the Broncos to win. They have the Raiders. I don't know. Oh, that was they beat them last time. All right, we're just giving them a win. Win. The Chargers.
They've been slumping, but they're
Chargers.
strong.
Chargers won last time, so
Because
coin toss. Chiefs Steelers. Coin toss. Chiefs Bengals. Bengals. Chiefs Broncos. Chiefs.
Oh, you called the Bengals to beat the Chiefs?
Hell yeah, dude. Bengals are gonna see 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
I mean, that's more of a
three.
toss-up than a foregone conclusion. But behind Joe Mixon,
So maybe 10, 11 wins. They might be able to. I think they might win the division. It just depends on their game against the Chargers. So wow, the AFC is gonna be very, very interesting, dude. Because I don't know, the Titans, the Bills, and the Chiefs, which are like the top 3 teams right now.
well, they got
you
like a
know.
whole handful of teams that are above 500.
Yeah,
So they're stronger than they've been in recent years.
yeah, and,
Their AFC.
and obviously the AFC, yeah, it's pretty top heavy with the Cowboys, Cardinals, Packers, Bucks leading their divisions, and obviously you have the Rams and let's see, it's Rams, I guess, and the Saints. Yeah, the Saints would be the next ones, as a wild card right now. So yeah, because the Vikings, dude, are 4-5. Dang.
Well, I think the Saints are currently still struggling, reeling off of losing Winston for the season.
Yeah.
Alvin Kamara he's been in IR, hasn't been practicing of late. Uh, I think he came back yesterday just on a limited basis. His status for this Sunday's game is unclear. It's freaking me out because he's one of my star running backs on fantasy. They also have Taysom Hill, the backup of Winston. He's got something with his foot. Um, so definitely the Saints are not at 100%. They're just trying to get by with what they got. Luckily, Mark Ingram, the second, he's been pulling the slack in the rushing game. He had like about 18 touches and 108 yards and a touchdown when they faced Tennessee not that long ago. But no, in their matchup with the Eagles, I think the New Orleans got the task ahead of them. But no, sorry, I didn't mean to interject. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah,
Saints,
you're good. You're
the
good.
Saints are sitting pretty happy at the wild card now,
Ooh.
but that could change like in a week or two.
I like how you're like now, dude. Yeah, dude. It's because the fact that they added another team, right, to the playoffs. Other playoffs. Let me see. NFL playoff.
Another good example: the Ravens. They were doing good at the moment in AFC. I think they're currently AFC North leading with 6-3. They're going to play the Bears, who are 3-6. Shouldn't be that difficult. But Lamar Jackson, he's going to be maybe questionable or not even play. He's got some kind of repeated battles with some kind of illness. He's given him mostly problems. He missed practice Thursday, Lamar Jackson. The 4th time this season that he's been sidelined because of being sick. It's not COVID-related sickness, by the way. But damn, another example, man. You're good now at 6-3, but we still got a lot more weeks to go. The Ravens were already short-manned. I don't know how many running backs at the beginning of the season. Still struggling. They had a pretty embarrassing loss against the Dolphins last week, which proves that they're human after all. Or at least they're beatable. They're not unbeatable. So, there's very few teams that are considered unbeatable status. But we thought the Rams were unbeatable. Well, guess what? They go to the San Francisco 49ers, Levi Stadium, they get spanked. So, same thing to our Cowboys. God love them. Lost against the Broncos. Upsets happen, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Man. I just hope that, I don't know. I'm really excited for the this playoffs. So I'm just kind of reading like the playoffs. So in this case, only one team is gonna have a bye.
Ooh.
Like just the top team. That's it. Everyone else is gonna play. Um. So yeah. So like, it's gonna be 7 teams. 7 teams are getting in. Yeah, 7. There's gonna be like obviously 4 division winners, and then 3 wild cards. Yeah, so they're gonna get seeded, 1 through 7. Right? I mean, am I reading this right? Am I reading this right?
I'm sure you might be. But
Uh, 2021.
no,
Yeah, hold on.
no, definitely. We'll see how the new outlook for this postseason could be.
Yeah. Correct. Sorry. Um, so it's gonna be 14. Sorry, it's gonna be 14 teams. So 7 teams will play it. Yeah, so that's right. So it is gonna be the top. So only one team will get. Only the top team will get the bye week. Every
No.
team will have to play. So it's gonna be, um, 6 teams on each side, and then 3, 2, 1.
All right. I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, but that's kind of
Sounds
cool. That's
interesting, though.
so yeah. So it's gonna be a 7th. When like thinking about making the playoffs, it's gonna be 7th. So obviously like the top team, right, or the division winner makes it, and then the top 3 teams, according to record.
All right. Well, as we kind of wrap up our Week 11 talks, let's get your opinion then. Aside from the Cowboys Chiefs game, was going to be awesome, by the way. What other games do you think might pique your interest?
Let's see. Just for I personally liked the actual this Patriots Falcons games that we actually are missing. Um,
Hey, speak of yourself. I can see it here. What do you think? My eyes keep looking their way.
all right.
I,
Well, that
that's a close game. Yeah,
there we go. That I'm missing because I'm paying attention. No, I'm just playing.
that's true. He's
No,
doing a
no.
lot of work, folks.
No, obviously the Cowboys Chiefs game. That's gonna be a very very exciting game. Essentially just kind of like a really wake up game. I think it's gonna be more important for the Chiefs than the Cowboys, really. Just because the Chiefs kind of needed a little bit more than the Cowboys. Because if they don't win, it's just gonna be very, very, very shaky comeback of a season for them. Where they might not even make the playoffs at all. Um, Another just kind of game to kind of look at, obviously, is your Packers Vikings game. More than anything, just because those get exciting. It is a rivalry game.
Yep.
How those that especially that division, gets pretty fiery, pretty intense. And so it should be watch out for Rogers. Obviously making a comeback after he uh, did get did contract COVID. He's coming back from it, and now he's
He's
just kind of saying,
questionable
"Oh,
though.
he is questionable." So they might, it
Something with his
depends.
toe.
Yeah. So, but that one I was particularly kind of excited about. And we kind of talked about it, the Titans Texans game. I know I was like, oh, the Titans are just gonna win, but I don't know, man. Like
Yeah.
The Texans like pull out, random wins out of nowhere. Um, Not that it would derail the Titans so much, honestly. But it just depends how they lose. Where it's just like, you know what, bro, maybe they might need, Henry back. Or they don't at all. Just one of those things. So we'll definitely kind of figure out. That's definitely just kind of mine. A couple games that stand out for me. Other than that, everything's kind of like the good player or good teams are playing bad teams, and bad teams are playing bad teams, and feels like
I, I
feel like
I
everyone is
feel
just
you.
bad this year.
Not
Like,
bad. It's just the way the matchups have turned out to be is more one-sided.
yeah.
Um, a few games that I thought were a little bit of interest. I mentioned earlier the Bills Colts, just because the Colts win or lose, they score a decent amount of points under Carson Wentz and company. The other game, I mean, the Washington football team, who just came off of that impressive win against the Bucks last week, they're gonna play resurgent Panthers, who are all in the return of Cam Newton. So it's like one scrappy team versus another. That seems like some good smash mouth football there. And I mean, Cardinals Seahawks could have been. It just depends on how Russell Wilson is in his health.
Yeah.
Uh, we all remember that signature game with DJ Metcalf last year. That was a Cardinals Seahawks game where, like, dude, like, I don't know how fast he ran to catch up to that almost pick six. Like, that was a good, like, 70 plus yards. He sparked interest, man. Like, Metcalf of that game last year, like, so much that he tried out for the Olympics this summer as a
Oh,
sprinter.
wow. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember that.
Anyway, that's all. Cardinals Seahawks could be. The rest, Saints Eagles, not so much. But no, that's how it's looking. And then Monday night, Giants Buccaneers doesn't seem that sexy at all. Brady all day.
I don't know. What if Eli Manning comes back?
Oh shoot! I don't see why they need him. They got the guy Jones, and Saquon Barkley.
Wait, they have Mac?
No, some guy named Jones. Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. I'm like, wait, they got Mac?
The Big Mac.
Big Mac Jones. All right, dude.
Big
So,
Mac
you want to switch over to what?
Since you want to save baseball last, let's go into a little basketball. How about the pro basketball?
All right, let's do some pro basketball.
Oh my god! All right, Thursday night. I don't even know what week it is. There's some games going on. Our Spurs, we're playing at Minnesota Timberwolves. I got the score shortly about that. 76ers at the Nuggets. That's a pretty decent matchup. I don't know if that game ended. Clippers and the Grizz. Wizards and the Heat. The Wizards are actually silently like one of the top teams out there in the Eastern Conference, despite losing Westbrook to the Lakers.
I mean, you could say addition, or was it addition by subtraction?
They got Kyle Kuzma out there in the Wiz.
There you go.
And the Heat and the Warriors, Cavs, which you all know, Warriors are going to play with like their backups and still win. But no, sadly the Spurs they're in a bit of a slump right now. Dating back, they played the Clippers like a night or two ago. Actually, Tuesday. They played the Clippers Tuesday. Spurs, unfortunately, they did lose. Paul George, I mean, the dude's just been doing it all for the Clips. He had 34 points. He was 12 of 13 on the free throw line. Final score was 106-92, so it wasn't really a blowout, but we still need that to lose a win. Reggie Jackson, he had 21 points, helped them bounce back after their own 7-game winning streak ended this past Sunday. DeJounte Murray, he narrowly missed his second triple-double since Sunday, leading the Spurs with 26 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. And Derek White, sometimes you don't know which Derek White is going to show up in the evening, but he did, show up that day on Tuesday. He had 19 points. Drew Eubanks, he had 10 rebounds. Spurs are in that third straight loss. And fast forward today, well, that's fourth straight loss now. When they were over there in Minnesota. Final score with the Wolves, 115, Spurs 90. An away game. I think our top scorer was actually Keldon Johnson. He was the only Spurs starter with double digits. He was 12 points. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. The rest of the team was kind of poor shooting performance. Walker off of the bench, he had 12 points, and Devin Vassell, he had 18 points. I don't know, man. We need to promote him to a starter, I guess. Him and Walker. But I
Yeah,
won't question the coach Pop and his methods.
yeah. I think
Uh,
that I really like Johnny. I like really Lonnie Walker as a six man, dude. Like I think he can. I think he can start, and I think he should start.
you know,
But I think that he'll do a lot better in a very like a Manu Ginobili type of role, where like he can score, he can facilitate, but he can like shoot dagger threes type style, where he can like put the ball up, where it's just like, oh dang, I guess it's like, this guy can play make and shoot. Because that's what Lonnie Walker apparently is doing right now. He's shooting threes to save his life. Like he's literally playing his heart out for a new contract, and they should, and they're gonna give it to him. I know they are. They're gonna give him money. They're not gonna give him a lot of money, but they're gonna give him some money.
I hope so.
Um, but I like Lonnie Walker is a six man. Um, I think that Vessel of Vassell. Uh, I don't know. I think he might need to. I think he's doing really good, and I think he's actually like gonna. I think he might just get promoted to a starter. But I don't know what the lineup is that they're gonna start using first. You know what I mean? Who would you start?
No, I get it. I mean, each game is a chess match to kind of complement the other team's starting lineups. So sometimes, like you said, like Lonnie Walker off the bench, that's like a move. That's a chess move. You're saving, a strong piece for when like your starters are already a little bit gassed. You need a catalyst to help spark things up off of the bench, and that's what Walker and Devin Vassell have been doing. Uh, and both those guys off of the bench, Walker, he was 23 minutes. He was 23 minutes off the bench. Vassell was 24. Uh, Obviously, the highest minutes played by any of the bench players. Um, and obviously putting up double digits scores. Where I told you Keldon Johnson was the only starter who was in double digits with 12. Uh, So proving, Pop, he always favors that deep bench. That's kind of like been a Spurs signature over the past like 2 decades.
Yep.
Is that impressive bench? Like, oh, you think like we'll punch you in the mouth with our starters? Well, we got a right hook. That's called our bench. And like that's what sustains us against the likes of the superstar teams who don't have essentially good bench players. So we balance it out, and our the scales in our favor.
Yeah, and it's like it's hard sometimes, like as like unfortunately, a small market team. Um, it's hard to keep players. Just kind of like on the tangent on that. I know that what's his face Giannis was talking about maybe exploring his options. After his 2 year that are left in Milwaukee, and people are like, "Oh, how can you do that? Like you're not loyal to your team or whatever." And I'm like, "Well, he was saying like the team's been really good, been to me, to my family, has been able to provide whatever,
Yeah,
But I mean, in all honesty, like I mean, he lives in Milwaukee, dude. He should be able to explore like other options, like if he wants, like it's just you can stay, but you don't really have to. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely. Guy's world renowned, one of the faces of the league, easily recognized. He's now a champion and MVP in his own right. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you have your championship ring. Now you can definitely explore the market. If you feel you want to go to a bigger market, like somewhere like in the Los Angeles or New York realm, obviously get your money. Uh, each player can only play until like their mid to late 30s. So you obviously squeeze as much financial gain out of it as you can. Uh, And no, definitely, I'd say Durant is one of the more dominant players currently in the league. Kind of usurped a bit from LeBron, just because LeBron is already a little bit past his prime. Uh, and Giannis is kind of on the heels of Durant in terms of elite status players. Uh, I mean, obviously, there's some parts of his game he needs to improve upon, um, but definitely any team would be worthwhile trying to pursue Giannis when he becomes a free agent, if he decides to pursue that route, or decides to be stay loyal vis-a-vis like a Tim Duncan, one team the whole career. That'd be legit.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, it's like one of those things where you know you you understand where like you were saying the Spurs also had like a deep bench. No, it's like a little hard to kind of get players to come play with the Spurs. It's because of Pop. Like, oh, he's very hard on players and stuff like that. I don't think
Yeah,
it's necessarily because of that, dude. It's just like it's a process, you know. They say trust the process, right? Like for the 76ers and stuff like that. And it took them forever. And I mean, they are pretty good and stuff, but still, I still think that it still takes time. Regardless, and especially when you're young, um, when you're starting to kind of get situated in a sport, like the Spurs, like the I mean the Jante's what 25, 24, 26. Yeah,
in
it's
that
26.
median 20 range. Yeah,
Yeah, so all the other he's like one of the oldest ones. All the other players are 21. Like Keldon is like 22 years old. Like these are like kids. So I think that for the Spurs specifically, Pop is a great leader, obviously, right? And I think is a great coach, obviously, right? We know that for sure. And I think he can coach them. I think he'll be able to coach them up. I don't think they'll be able to win a lot, just because you can see, but I still think that they'll learn enough where it's like, because nowadays, dude, it's a lot. You know how like everything is branding. You have to make your own brand or whatever, right? Um, Also, you have to think about yourself, kind of like your future, right? Like you have to
uh-huh.
invest in yourself. So you're like if Sacramento Kings or what, not to put down on them, but they're like, oh yeah, we'll give you so much money. But if you stay with the Spurs maybe like 2 or 3 more years, you're gonna develop so much more.
See, yeah,
You
okay.
know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm gonna get a lot of money over here, but I might develop over here, and I actually might win a championship, or get a chance to get even more money because my game will get even better. So with the Spurs, your what is it? Your stats are always gonna suffer, right? But but you're gonna win a lot. It is a winning organization. Right now, they're not winning that much, unfortunately. But I don't know. I think it's just one of those things where we just need to be patient. What do you think?
That's definitely what this season is kind of turning into right now. Uh, Injuries and whatnot. Yeah, you want to play for that lottery. We haven't even we sent our lottery pick is the Primo, the kid Primo that we drafted in the first round. I mean, he's developing right now in Austin, as he should. I mean, you don't want to throw a guy into the fire unless you know for a fact he can ball with these grown ass men. Uh, so yeah, definitely we need to develop the talent we have. The young guys we got, very young, promising guys, need to buy into Pop's plan. Um, and see what talent we can get off trades and or free agency if they feel they need to. I think if the season's chalked up for a loss, uh, maybe save up on that big move, uh, or like don't roll the dice is what I'm saying. If the season's already kind of a loss, maybe don't roll the dice unless you see like a sure thing on a player who's desperately wanting to relocate, maybe like a Damian Lillard. I hear John Wall over there in Houston. There's a little bit of complication there, but maybe the rumors around were like Miami Heat wanted to try to pursue John Wall, but financially, like he's too damn expensive under the kind of contract. Like I don't know, it's 44 mil or something like that. He's too expensive. But the thing is, yeah, or what I'm trying to say is, you never know who might be available come, trade deadline or free agency. Play the free agency game. But Spurs just, develop what you got. You know, shift guys away from the Austin affiliate. Maybe try those guys out. Maybe find that diamond in the rough, like you did with what's his face a few years back. Is it Simmons?
Yeah,
Jonathan
Jonathan
Simmons?
Simmons. Yeah.
The dude was definitely like he worked his way up from like the D League. He even paid his own money to try out for the D League. Dude was almost going to go to barber school, and he had a pretty decent run with the Spurs. Ended up getting to the Magic after that, and kind of fizzled out a bit.
Yeah, I think he actually went back because he was from Houston.
Uh huh.
So I think
Okay.
because I think he got like 20 million, dude. Actually, or 16
Yeah.
or 18, something like that. For 2 years, and then after that, he just like essentially just retired. He didn't retire officially. He just didn't like get signed by another team. But I mean,
Yeah.
he already. I mean, he already made his. Obviously, has made his money. But
Oh yeah.
but I think he went back to Houston and just like just started at like a day job or something like that. I mean, you're a millionaire, might as well, right? I mean,
And
yeah,
if he handled his finances well, like, dude, probably didn't have to work a day in his life if he handled
yeah,
everything well. But the point is with the Simmons allegory is just talent. Talent could be right in front of your nose and you didn't even know it. So obviously, shovel up some of those guys in Austin, or if you got guys overseas, you got contract rights to dudes playing overseas. Call them up, speed dial, send. I was like, send a jet. No, don't send a jet. Give them coach tickets. It's gonna work out. Work out an essay. But no, as I said in the beginning of the show, you're not a bandwagoner if you support your team through thick or thin, and that's what you and I are doing. With my Longhorns, both of us cheering on the Spurs.
yeah.
We're true fans. We're not bandwagoners. We support Pop, no matter what he does and how many losses we get. We're gonna be cheering them Spurs on. We'll get drunk and belligerent at the games. We're gonna do it at least once this season.
Very well said, Art. Very well said.
And on that note, speaking of getting drunk, it is officially 10 o'clock. That means we're Mezzo Forte Sportz after dark.
After dark.
Oh my God. What does that mean? Well, since it's late night, the kiddos are asleep. That means Mezzo Forte is officially unrated, unregulated, unmotivated, and we're we're getting definitely some alcoholic beverages going on. We're gonna be cussing. It's gonna get a little bit weird. Let's roll with it. So cheers to all of you out there, all of our nice commenters on whatever platforms are out there. Let's see who's currently. We got Mr. Hernandez out there. I got Nati Herrera, but Natalia, excuse me. And we got me and Danny out there chatting it up with the folks. Is there anybody I missed vis-a-vis Twitch? Because I'm seeing the YouTube comments. What's going on with Twitch?
YouTube. No, not with Twitch. Twitch is just Y partió. This is Y partió. What's up? And Gaby Hernandez. Hello. Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Remember when gaming, Go Spurs Go all day. And
all day.
Almost a Roadrunner.
That's me.
Yes, I know.
Roadrunner emoji, so I put like the peacock. It's a blue bird. We're a fierce bird.
I was like, Honolulu.
Honolulu.
I wrote Roadrunner.
But
Oh, I'm sorry, Natalia. Yeah, and then me.
and then you. Well, just a round table real quick. Who's drinking what? I've been knocking back a few Coors Light, the official sponsor of the Longhorns. Didn't say on the can, but I know they are. That's okay. Just
I'm
something to sip
taking
on
it
the beach,
back
man.
and drinking some brisk.
Brisk. That's brisk, baby. Nice. I like it. Good beverage. A lot of sugar though.
Yeah, that's sugar. Sugar.
All right, so that's our after dark segment. Um, aside from Spurs, I know we talked a little bit of Spurs. Any other basketball headlines that caught your attention, Danny?
No, the only thing would be just the just the Lakers themselves. You know, just the I was just kind of hearing a couple hot takes from on ESPN, like Stephen A and stuff like that, where um I mean the Lakers just like really bad. You know, they might not really make the playoffs. They might barely make the play in.
Oh, hot take.
Yeah. So and the thing that wasn't even the hot take. The hot take itself was the fact that LeBron already won his last championship.
Oh, like he will never again win
Never.
another ring.
No. I mean
Ooh.
he's what, 35, 36, 37?
Uh, his hairline would say 40, but yeah, he's in his late 30s.
Let's see.
Yeah, they've been
James.
slumping. They're definitely not the best team in LA. The Clippers currently are
36. He's 36. So he's born on December 30th. So he's gonna be 37 this year.
37.
That's a lot, dude.
Yeah, and wear and tear, man. Recently, he was out 2 weeks with an abdominal strain. So pretty much, I mean, maybe they're hopeful he'll play tomorrow against the Celtics, but his team has been needing him, man. They're having to rely on Westbrook and all the other ragtag former All Stars on that Lakers roster. But
Yeah, that was like, yeah. I mean, it's just um you know, Westbrook. I think Westbrook is like a big problem of it, dude. He just cannot shoot the ball. Like he just cannot. Like I don't know what's going on. Like yeah. So
keep bashing
um,
Westbrook.
you
People
know,
love him.
so oh yeah, it's about to end. Oh wait, is it ending? Test.
I hear you.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so I think that's what's going on with just Westbrook just needs to essentially start delegating, you know, just being an actual point guard. Um dude, he just randomly shoots the ball, dude. Like he can't be doing that. Like he just can't, you know? Like I feel like he just chucks the ball up and see what's up, you know. Oh, let's see if this works. Like no, like you know, just make a play. You know, involve AD. You can't involve AD, then move it around. You know, or maybe even give it to Rondo. Like have Rondo start if LeBron's not playing. But if because I don't think Westbrook can handle the ball, dude. I don't know. I just don't. I think it's like I just don't even know what type of player he is. Like, cause he has so much energy and stuff like that, but he misses a lot. Like he puts up like 40 shots, dude, a game.
That's true. And then there was some kind of rumor speculating that way back in the summertime, there was a pretty close call that the Lakers might have tried to get DeMar DeRozan for a little while. I guess maybe before they got Westbrook, they were trying to pursue him. We know that DeRozan, he's excelling pretty well over there with the Bulls. So they're like, well, what the hell? He would have done wonders over here in the Lakers. Well, road less taken. You got Westbrook. You live by the Westbrook. You die by the Westbrook.
Seriously, dude. Seriously, yeah. Like, it's just I can't. I would get so frustrated like as a player just trying to play with him. You know, just like as a teammate. It's like yeah, I don't know, but But yeah, but yeah, besides that, that's all I kind of wanted to say. Before we you want to do some diamond talk?
Yeah, we'll get into Diamond Talk. Uh, I know it's been a little bit of a while. We're kind of have to shift some things based off how the sporting world is. I mean, baseball, we're already, you know, the Astros lost against the Braves a few weeks back. Pretty bummed out about it. But on a lighter note, MLB was currently going through their awards week. So there was some top honors given to some players, respectively, in the National League and American League. Some of which, like Rookie of the Year, Manager of the Year, the Cy Young Award, which is given to some of the best pitchers, and then each team, each conference's, or excuse me, each division's respective MVPs, most valuable players. Without going into too much detail, just listing off some of the winners out there. Rookie of the Year honors, which was awarded earlier this week on Monday, I want to say. National League Rookie of the Year. The winner was Jonathan India, the Cincinnati Reds, with about 29 first place votes. He edged over Trevor Rogers of the Miami Marlins and Dylan Carlson from the St. Louis Cardinals. Uh, India and Rogers were close enough statistically that slight surprise India took 29 of the 31st place votes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. India is the eighth Reds player to win the Rookie of the Year, first to do so in this century. Cincinnati is now tied with the Braves and the Athletics for the third most Rookie of the Year winners, trailing only the Dodgers, who have 18, and Yankees, who have 9 Rookies of the Years. The American League Rookie of the Year was Randy Rosarina. I said it correctly. Of Tampa Bay Rays. He was one of the breakout stars of the last postseason. Uh, he's currently this year's Rookie of the Year. He's an outfielder. He beat out his own teammate, Wander Franco, and right-hander starter Luis Garcia of the Houston Astros for that Rookie of the Year spot. Uh, I won't go into too much detail of that. Congratulations to him. Manager of the Year, National League Manager of the Year, uh, ended up being San Francisco Giants' Gabe Kapler. He had a 107 win season, which is pretty damn impressive. A little bit of a lackluster end to the season when they controversially lost against the Dodgers. But the coach, he took home the hardware for the National League Manager of the Year. American League Manager of the Year. We had Astros' own Dusty Baker. He was on the ballot, but he was edged out by Tampa Bay Rays' Kevin Cash. Sick name, by the way, for American League Manager of the Year. He led his own cash-strapped Tampa Bay Rays to their second consecutive division title, captured his second consecutive American League Manager of the Year award on Tuesday. So congrats to two-time winning coach Kevin Cash. Moving on to the Cy Young, best pitcher, given annually. Sorry, you didn't. Right? What are you signaling for?
Oh no, nothing. Sorry, I'm just like stretching my arm.
Okay, okay, stretch it out, man.
Sorry.
Cy Young Award. It was given up yesterday for the best pitchers of each respective division. The National League, who was the winner? It was Milwaukee Brewers ace Coburn Burns. He capped off an impressive breakout 2021 season. He took home the Cy Young Award Wednesday ahead of finalists Phillies pitcher Zach Wheeler and the Dodgers' own Max Scherzer. And then it goes into first place points. On the American League, Cy Young was awarded to Toronto Blue Jays. It almost sounds the same. Toronto Blue Jays pitcher Robbie Ray. He got the Cy Young Award Wednesday. He bested Garrett Cole of the Yankees and Lance Lynn of the White Sox. Armed with a four-seam fastball, slider, curveball, and changeup repertoire, Ray, he was 13-7 with 2.84 ERA, which in 109.1 innings pitched, while leading the American League pitchers with 6.7 WAR. WAR is pretty much like all the statistics, like to determine how badass of a player you are. I can't get into the logistics of it, but no, that's cool. And then the Mac Daddies of them all, the two MVPs of both divisions. Uh, in the National League, it was announced earlier today. Philadelphia Phillies superstar Bryce Harper, he claims his second most valuable player award, edging out Juan Soto and Fernando Tatis Jr. and several others in what was seemingly like a wide open race in the National League. Now, Bryce Harper, he captured 17 of the 30 first place votes from the Baseball Writers Association of America. Juan Soto, on the other hand, he was six first place votes, and Tatis was two, respectively. And they both finished second and third in that vote tally. Uh, see, blah, 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 blah. Trey Turner, Harper becomes the fourth player since 2000 to win multiple MVPs before turning to the age of 30, joining the likes of Mike Trout, who had three before he turned 30, Albert Pujols, who had three of his own, and Alex Rodriguez, who had two, once again before the age of 30. So that's pretty damn impressive. I mean, your career obviously continues for a better part of a decade after you turn 30, but to already have that kind of hardware MVPs, that's pretty damn impressive. And then something that we were long discussing throughout the whole season, the guy who was a breakout star with the Los Angeles Angels. So American League MVP is, surprise, 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 Shohei Ohtani. Oh my God, is that guy? Yes, that guy, all right. The sensation. He's coming off a largely unprecedented 2021 season. He was crowned American League's most valuable player unanimously this Thursday. The Angels' two-way star, because he's like he's a pitcher and a hitter. It's a very rare commodity to have a guy who's good at both. He climbed all 30 first place votes from the Writers Association, became the fifth unanimous MVP since 2000, joining Mike Trout from 2014, Albert Pujols in 2009, Barry Bonds in 2002, and Bryce Harper, who won unanimously back in 2015. But that was for the National League MVP. Now, who did Shohei Ohtani best? He did against Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the young star of the Toronto Blue Jays. He just got 29 of 30 second place votes. And then the guy after that was Salvador Perez, one of the Kansas City Royals. Ohtani, he fulfilled his promise as a two-way star, and he somehow exceeded and outsized expectations he carried with him from Japan 4 years earlier. He became the first player in baseball history to hit 30 home runs in a year, when he also made at least 10 pitching appearances, and that doesn't come close to capturing his wide-ranging excellence. Ohtani, he's only 27 years old. He amassed this season 46 home runs and made 23 starts as a pitcher for an otherwise lowly Angels team. He was pretty much the reason why people showed up to the ballgame to watch him. He became the sixth player in history with at least 45 homers and at least 25 stolen bases in the same season, joining the decorated list of names that includes Alfonso Soriano, Chipper Jones, Jose Canseco, Larry Walker, and I think Barry Bonds. Now, none of those guys I just mentioned were actually pitched in the game, because usually a pitcher, like, that's your main job. We don't need you to like hit home runs and stuff like that. So definitely a much deserved award to a guy who's, opened up the international scene for people, the sport of baseball. He's been a good representative for his country, Japan. He's definitely, showed us in the world that, great baseball talent can come from any corner of the globe as long as you put in the hard work. Phenoms can come once in a blue moon. Not even. Like, I don't know what kind of allegory I could say.
Oh yeah.
That once in a generation player. That's what we had in Shohei, and definitely looking forward to all his success. Looking forward to his career going forward from there. So that's my quick take on my Diamond Talk. I know as if I bored you, I'm sorry,
No,
but these are
no.
the awards, man.
This
This is what
is
people look forward to at the postseason.
not at all, not at all. Just like this whole um daylight savings is still it's still a little weird on the body. You know what I mean? They're kind of like what time is it? You know, it feels like
It's
still this. You know, you wake
yeah,
up. When I wake up, I'm like, I feel like it's a little bit too late or something, but it's not. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, daylight savings problems, if you will. I
yeah.
guess Arizona
Well,
doesn't have any of those.
yeah. If you're in Arizona, you're still on normal time. But for us, it's 10:19, which would normally be a few weeks ago, like 11:19.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like
It's
it's
later than it appears.
yeah, but all right, guys, we're so right after that we are gonna start wrapping it up. Just want to give a quick shout out to just also to our viewers, also Rene. Thank you so much for posting as well. And just say anyone, just follow us again, subscribe, like, and follow us on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So you guys can definitely, definitely help support us and just get on. Go ahead and DM us, send us an email, or just a message somehow, and we'll definitely see if we can get you on here. But other than that, we'll go ahead and start wrapping it up. So yes. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. All right. And boo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sounds weird. Sounds a little weird. So I'm going to go to put it on this deck. Let's go ahead and then put it over here. All right, guys. You guys ready?
Ready when you are, man.
There we go. There we go. All right, guys. So thank you so much for listening us today and this week's episode. Hope y'all can chill with us next week, of course. It's gonna be very entertaining. Go ahead and follow us on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. We're soon gonna be on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and Instagram. And iHeartRadio pretty soon. Thank you so much for our sponsors. Music provided by Studio 13th Day. This is Danny BMD saying later to everyone. And go ahead and check us out tomorrow. Go ahead and post what time we're going to be on. The game's going to run around 2:30. We're probably going to post around 1:30 directly from downtown San Antonio. So for the UTSA game, it's going to be our version of a college game day, if you will. Yeah, I know. I'm backspinning it. All right. So go ahead and after that, bring it home. Arts. Go for it, bro.
Thank you, Dan. Lesson of the day is run as fast as you can. 11-game win streak. That's the Roadrunners plan. Go UTSA.
Yeah.
Remember, sports are great, but mean nothing without y'all, the fans. This is episode number 81. Until next time, folks. Be cool, stay safe, and keep on listening to
Mezzo Forte
Sportz. Right now. Oh my God! I love you guys. Whoa!
The pen too.
The pen drop. The ceremonial chugging of
Mic
beer.
drop. Oh, down. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. You guys take care. Have a good night.
Take care, folks. We'll see.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why I switched. Bird is the word.